For a touchback here. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. First play, and Purdy wants to throw it. A throw left side for Pearsall is complete. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down. You talk about this Miami defense. They were very strong in that victory from a week ago.
I would have loved to have been in their meetings this week and hear that grizzled old defensive coordinator talk about, well, you did okay, guys. We did all right. Hold them to 13 was pretty good, but this week I expected to be less than that.
I'm going to need to hear that a lot more often. I don't know what it was, but I liked it. Purdy will set up to throw it here. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Against a team coming off a win just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And this effort won't do it. He needed to get to the 45. He's a yard or two short. He's able to chew up 8 yards on the carry there, but still, 4th down upcoming. Now we get to see the punter, Corliss Waitman. Deep to return, Malik Washington. And that ball's going to angle out at the 3-yard line. A beauty.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. They'll run. Here's Devon Achane. And he's going to lose yardage back to his own 1-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Running the ball can be a struggle in this part of the field. In fact, it's a perfect spot for defenders to pin their ears back and try and work upfield, and they capture him for a loss.
The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Bell. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. That's probably as simple of a throw as he'll have all game.
And good for everyone. Good for his completion percentage. Good for the receptions for the receivers. But you know how they work on that. They have footballs with no laces. So that as soon as you get the snap, you're just throwing the football. All right, you're not trying to find the laces and grip it a certain way. That takes time. Just get the ball and throw it. So that's how they practice it all the time now, too.
They'll run for it with Achane. There he goes, right side. Off to the races. Inside the 20. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Devon Achane. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Dolphins will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Riley Patterson now for the extra point. And that makes it 7-0 Dolphins.
Makes the score Dolphins 7, 49ers nothing. Bradley Pinion.
Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how the defense reacts. And it may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, get a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. Out of the pistol, McCaffrey. And the defense on him quickly there as they stop him at the 40 for a gain of just 2. But you look at this defense. They enter this one number 13, Charles, in the NFL in stopping the run.
And this game for them is all about the line of scrimmage. Winning that battle, using their leverage, being the low man with power to take the offensive linemen and run them back into their own backfield and try and create some lost yardage plays.
And Purdy, he's going to shift him around into something else. He'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
4th down, Corliss Waitman now on to punt. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
Second down and 8. Achane here, they stay on the ground. And from the 15, they're able to work this up to the 20 for a pickup of a handful.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
This is 3rd down.
They'll come up now, 3rd and 3. A run straight ahead with Achane. And some room to maneuver. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 104 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating them up here in the first quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, knock it loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Now Achane on 1st and 10. Still going. They can't stop him. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Play action. Willis rolling to his right. Got an open man. It's Washington. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. A give up the middle to right. And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7.
Next receivers don't spread the defense out. They were able to come through with a slash and run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
Now Willis to throw. And it's caught. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. It's Dolphins football here as we begin the second quarter. As they go to work on a 1st and goal. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Kept it in his hands and tried to push it across the goal line himself, but the defensive front wouldn't allow him to do so, bringing up 2nd down and a bit farther.
Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. That's caught at the 3. Touchdown. Greg Dulcich. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Dolphins have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0.
49ers nothing. Bradley Pinion set to kick off.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're still in search of an initial 1st down as they come up here 1st and 10. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Now 2nd and 9. Purdy looking to throw. Connects with Kittle underneath. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down. That reception, his 600th NFL catch. Congratulations. Quite the accomplishment. Play action, and now here's Purdy to throw it. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. The Niners at 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1, and they were able to get that road victory in the opener. Now they look to get to 2-0 in front of the home crowd.
And look, any road win in the NFL, that's huge. But when you do it Week 1, that gets you pointed in the right direction and sends notice to the rest of the league that you mean business.
McCaffrey running up the middle. And he'll get this down close to a first down at about the Dolphins' 39. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
Purdy now to throw. And that is incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on 4th. Out of the gun, Purdy. Pass taken in by his big tight end. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
And the 49er first down. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Again to the big tight end, George Kittle. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. Was that a design pass, or what was that?
It was built into the play call. He had the opportunity to either hand it inside, keep it himself to run it, or do what he just did. Throw that pass inside, hitting a receiver on the run.
Now a draw play to McCaffrey. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Purdy connects with Kittle underneath. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. From the 23, here's the 2nd and 9. Shotgun now with Purdy. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
The Niners on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 9. A first carry here for Jordan James. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to about the 19. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down.
We've seen this offense go for it on 4th down already on this drive. I wonder if they'll go for it again.
They certainly wouldn't rule it out with these guys. So on 4th down, out is Eddie Pinheiro for the Niner field goal. It'll be from the right hash, and it'll be a 36-yarder. The kick by Pinheiro is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3.
So, Charles, they are on the board after that kick. So 3 drives, 3 points. Obviously not the start that you were hoping for, but they're able to erase that 0 off the scoreboard.
Yeah, I guess what you're saying is a point of drive is not what offenses are striving for by any stretch. They're happy they got 3 now. They hope that unlocks their offense for bigger points down the road.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
So for this offense, Charles, remember drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute. But did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it. And afterwards, they'll say, there was never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
They'll go with a 4-receiver look here. 2 on each side as they face a second down and 8. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
But what they're seeking with an RPO is space for the receiver to make a catch and then make a play downfield, but there wasn't any space available, thus the incompletion.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Willis looking to throw it. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's got a first down following a pickup of about 13 as we will take a pause here for the 2-minute warning. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
They'll work the middle here with Wright.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
2nd down and a yard. Willis will look to throw it.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Here's 3rd and 10. Now Willis to throw. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick a down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
Well, I could spin this negatively as he just got back to the line of scrimmage, but when you really analyze it, he took away a big play for the defense, made it an uneventful run because he avoided a sack and didn't lose yardage.
Throw caught by Achane.
And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Devon Achane. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Dolphins will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now.
49ers 3.
The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And with a 3-score deficit staring them in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. Throwing here, Purdy. That's complete out left to Ayuk. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. A gain of 8 there on the play. And they'll be left with second and a couple.
Brings up second and 2.
Now Purdy.
Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Chris Johnson.
Well, we saw plenty of that during his much-heralded college career. He parlayed that into becoming a first-round selection. And now here he is making interceptions in the National Football League.
And this is a guy that has all the physical tools, but the thing that sets him apart is what he's got between his ears. And that's the sixth sense for knowing where the football is going. Just an excellent play there to create the turnover.
Now Willis.
And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now Willis. Open man is Atwell, complete.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Is third down.
Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4.
In motion is Washington. They go play action with Willis.
That escapes the sand. And a big loss here as he's taken down. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. They juked him. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
From the 21, here's a 2nd and 8. Back to throw, Willis. They'll swing this out wide. Here's Achane.
Calling a gain of 3 on the play. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
The defense was ready for the back to leak out and even had a second player waiting to double him up. If you're going to commit to doubling a back, you better prevent a completion, but give him credit. Extra determination, extra effort, turn it into a successful play.
Bust through the tackle.
And he is going to have the Dolphins first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5.
You could see that this quarterback recognized the blitz before the ball was even snapped. So he just dumped it off to his check down and let it pick up a few for the first down.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Let's go now. 19 Sergeant, 19 Sergeant.
Up the middle, Achane.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Here's Willis. And that is going to be incomplete as he let him a bit too much.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
To throw, here's Willis.
This is intercepted.
It's Jair Brown who's got it.
And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
Willis's pass intercepted. The Niners take over 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Here's Purdy. That's over the middle and caught by Ayuk.
And down inside the 15 he goes. He'll get 17 on that one, and the Niners have a 1st down.
And the 49er first down. 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Purdy tosses out wide, complete.
And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown.
Ricky Pearsall.
His 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Niners take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. Piñeiro's extra point up and good.
And it makes the score 21-10.
49ers 10.
Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off.
On the return, Malik Washington. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one.
Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Now a 2nd and 10. Back to throw, Willis.
Complete to Washington. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches.
Out of the gun, here's a give to Achane.
And he's got room.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. 144 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
So again from the 39, this time from the other side of the field. Here's 1st and 10.
On 1st down, back to Achane.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Another good run for him. But what else is new? Got to put him right at 150 yards for the game. So he's really made his presence felt in this one.
Here now, 2nd and 4. Willis.
He'll buy some time right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming 3rd down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of the momentum the other side is starting to gain.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
Achane gets it from the gun.
And all the way in for a Miami touchdown.
Devon Achane.
His 3rd touchdown of the season, all coming in this game.
And the Dolphins are able to stretch out their lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And the lead is up to 18 now.
49ers 10. Bradley Pinion set to kick off.
The punter Pinion now to kick this one away.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 46.
Back to throw, Purdy.
And his throw is incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, He's got second and third down to fall back on.
Second and 10 here as we roll along in quarter number 3 from Santa Clara. Purdy looking to throw. That is caught. Downfield is Pearsall. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins 16. You see Purdy, he's going to shift him around.
First and 10 at the 16-yard line.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he's going to take it home. Touchdown, San Francisco. Christian McCaffrey, his third rushing touchdown on the year. And the 49ers are able to cut into that deficit. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And the lead is down to 11 at 28-17.
Piñeiro to kick off for San Francisco.
Piñeiro now to kick this one away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
The Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a first and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Here's Achane to start the drive. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's second down.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the third quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the fourth quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's a second and 8. It's a play fake. Here's Willis. He'll find the rookie here from Texas Tech.
There he goes left side. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A big play there. 70 yards.
And the Dolphins will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third.
Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And the lead is up to 18 now. The punter Pinion now to kick this one away.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this third quarter of play. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's 49er football, but some ground to cover. They find themselves behind as we hit the fourth and final quarter. The Niners on third down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is third down and 12. Connects with Kittle underneath. And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the first, right around the 42. Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on fourth down. So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And this is caught, but they say out of bounds. It would have been a first down, but he couldn't stay in, and as a result, they're going to have to give up the football.
Is a turnover on down.
On the handoff, it's Achane.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. There to stop him on the defensive side, Fred Warner. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Willis hits the turf, sliding down and picking up the first.
It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs.
He's starting to fall into the category of not fair, because when he's on target throwing the ball, he's dangerous. But when you add in his ability to make plays with his feet, almost impossible.
Yeah, exactly. They've had trouble stopping him in the secondary. This time they've got the great coverage. Oh, he can run too. A give left side. Here's Achane. 193 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Good gain there on first down. It keeps him in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on third down. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
On third down, Achane.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on third down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, third down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one.
Come on.
Oh, they go with a tight end carry. this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal.
A lot can go wrong when you call a play like this down in the red zone, but that's where you appreciate this from your head coach. He's not afraid to trust his guys to do the right thing, and as a player, that means an awful lot.
They'll go again from the 3 here on second and goal. Gordon will get down close to the goal line, but not in, as he'll be marked down at the 1. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here is stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do, late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it, they've got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
A couple extra tight ends are in, 3rd and goal from the 1. Willis takes a hit and the ball is free. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. And he will bring this one back. It's a fumble return for the 49er touchdown. This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it. And you know that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
Pinero's extra point up and good. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Taken at the goal line. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. A real chance for them to salt this game away after that turnover on downs, holding a 2-score lead in the 4th quarter. The drive starts with a run from Achane.
And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts.
From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd and 9. A quick throw complete to Washington. Still going. Inside the 10. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Malik Washington, 66 yards. And the Dolphins are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now.
Bradley Pinion set to kick off.
The punter Pinion now to kick this one away.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting to bomb.
Purdy will set up to throw it here.
And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game, and that was a big talk both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So Big credit to them, holding them under 200 today.
The Niners on third down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. Breaks the tackle now with Allen. 20. And across the chalk into the end zone is a 49er touchdown. Christian McCaffrey with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Niners have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Pinheiro's extra point up and good. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. 2 scores down, 2 timeouts at their disposal. This is a critical onside kick. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. Willis now off of play action. Completes it to Douglas. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. It's a gain of 22 as we tick towards the 2-minute warning. Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the 4th quarter, but the way that they passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think he continued to do so.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Ollie Gordon taking it in from the 20. And the Dolphins are on their way to a 2-0 start. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now.
49ers 31. Bradley Pinion set to
The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
He's going to let it fly. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. We'll see what they have drawn up here a little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. Purdy from the gun on third down. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down.
Good clean play. No flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get them off the field with a 3-and-out.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. And they'll indeed take a knee. So it's a win for the Dolphins here, and it was Malik Willis, CD, their quarterback, who really got the job done.
Yeah, there's no question who the star of this game was. What a performance throwing the football. Over 300 yards, 4 touchdown passes. That's quarterbacking at an elite level.
So for Miami, it's a dream start. 2 wins in 2 early road games. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for San Francisco, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.